today I'm gonna be sharing with y'all some tips for FASFA, some stuff to just prepare for college in general, because it is about that time where those early action, early decision, I forgot whatever it's called, but just those early college applications are coming in right now for the colleges. And well, they're due practically at like the end of the month or like sometime this month, I forgot. But yeah, let's just get into it, and I'm gonna just be helping y'all a little bit out. It's gonna be a quick, simple video, so let's get into it. All right, boom. So the first thing I want to do, get on that FASFA. As soon as that FASFA opens, get on that FASFA, because FASFA is always willing to, you feel me, work with you sometimes. And I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people who definitely did wait till the last minute to do the FASFA, honestly. I had a couple errors. I'm not gonna lie, you are gonna have a couple of errors at the beginning when you do the FASFA. Stuff is gonna be truly confusing. Stuff is just gonna be like, huh? Like, you're gonna be asking your parents like, what is this? Da da da. But I would say that the best thing to do for FASFA is, honestly, the most important thing to do is make sure your parents have their little IRS situation fixed out. Like, make sure that they have their tax forms ready. If you are going to do that, and if you are putting your parents on your FASFA, make sure that they have their IRS tax forms ready. Make sure that they have all of those documents, because they are going to ask for that if you're going to submit that. You don't have to submit it, but they ask for it sometimes. I said sometimes, all of the time they ask for it, and it's just whether or not you're going to submit it and include it with your application. Know the general like idea of how much your parents make a year, because they are going to ask you that in terms of your like dependents in their household, and like, oh, based on this household, how many, you know, how much do your parents make a year? And so know that that's the second important thing to do. I would say by this time, know what schools, well, I don't want to say no, but like get like a good, they ask you for a 10, so I would say get a good 10 schools that you want to go to, that you know you're going to apply to. So go ahead and list those schools on the FASFA, because it says, oh, schools you're applying to, stuff like that. Go ahead, list those on your FASFA. Make sure you get ahead with that. What else? I'm trying to give y'all all the goods. Me personally, what I did, because I wanted to go to a school dealing with medical stuff, for like where I could get that pre-med or that bio component that I needed in order to go to medical school after I finished college and all that stuff. But so that's what I did. I googled the top 50 medical schools in the United States, and I went ahead and I picked like 10. Honestly, no, I picked like 15 that I really liked, and I did this the summer prior. They really tell you to get ready for your senior year the summer after your junior year. So basically just draft a like personal essay, or like do a like little list of the schools that you want to apply to. So I did like, out of the top 50, I chose like 15 or something like that, and then I chose within that 15, I went down to, I think like 7 or 8 of those. I forgot why I cut them out, but it was just like, in terms of like, I picked some within my state, and then I realized, oh, I don't even want to go to college in my state. Yes, I know. Honestly, regardless, some schools do offer out-of-state scholarships. Like, I know Kennesaw State University offers out-of-state scholarships, and other schools will offer scholarships even based on your academics and stuff like that. And I would say, honestly, it is a good decision to do the early decision. I'm gonna just, whatever it's called, the earliest convenience, where you gotta apply by like October 30th or like November type stuff. So like whatever those, I would honestly say those are honestly pretty good, because you do get that out of the way. And I would say you would have to get your teacher recommendations out now. Like, just ask the teachers like, yo, I'm applying to this college, can you do a little 1-2 on your free time? But just make sure it's due by like, give them like a deadline, because sometimes if you just say, oh, I need a recommendation letter, teachers are gonna be like, okay, remind me, and then they don't do it. So it's like, no. Something else, that's in terms of FASFA. What else involving FASFA? That's it for FASFA right now. Make an account with whatever college you want to apply to, because they already ask you, it depends. Well, I know the application that I did, they ask you which one you want to apply for. Like if you want to do early decision, early action, normal decision, whatever, they ask you that if you want to go ahead and you want to do that. So I would say select, so you get that, because some of the schools, they do personal essays, and then some of the schools, they do like specific questions. So like, I'm trying to think, it was like, oh, like what are the hardships you faced during COVID, because technically COVID still was going on last year, when COVID is still going on now, but COVID was still technically going on last year. And they asked like, what is some of the hardships that you were facing during COVID? And then specific questions like that, it's like they ask you something like that, or like a time where like that was your biggest achievement in life, or something like that. And then like sometimes they're really specific questions that I would say, like what I did was I went and I made the accounts with those colleges, so then I got an idea of the questions that they were going to ask, and then I just like drafted up a response, because you can have that accounts in here as long as you meet the deadline for the college applications to be submitted, then you're good. Something else I did in terms of college applications was I wrote down deadlines as to when stuff was due. I'm not gonna lie, the only thing that I did not, you know, really follow up with was like, sometimes I would get like kind of lazy with it. I'm not gonna lie, like I was like, okay, it's due this time, so I'm gonna do it a couple days before. And I feel like I honestly should have just did it right then and there. But it's like sometimes when you just start something and it's like, dang, I don't really want to finish it right now. That's the vibes that it was. Keep up your grades senior year. I will say that too, because colleges can take back whenever they accept you. They see that you just went downhill with a grade. They're like, what? Like if you just went downhill with something in your classwork and stuff like that, then they can take it back because they can take your final transcript, they get your final transcripts, and then it's like, I'm like, oh, like you started slipping, like what happened? And then most of the times they do want to go ahead and learn what happened. If you tell them and then like you get like a decent, like enough excuse, like just like somebody, you know, whatever. But if you get a decent enough excuse, then they will like kind of accept it and be like, oh, okay, like that, cool. Save your money. Another thing, yeah, save your money. Because I do college from my house right now, and then I go in person in spring semester. Fingers crossed, I go to Penn State. But save your money, because even so, doing college from home, and then even after the little Pell Grants and stuff like that, why do I still owe y'all money? But yeah, apply for scholarships now. That's what it brings me to say. Apply for those scholarships now. Do not wait till June, July, August, December before it to apply for the scholarships. Apply now, because then your refund check will be looking nice. It'll be looking nice. Yep. Shout out. Shout out. Low key, get one of these. I got this board before I started college, and honestly I should have got it in high school, because I'm over here like using this stuff. I just put like the month on that side. I put a little inspirational quote, and then I put the month on the other side and the stuff I have to accomplish in that month. And I honestly should have had that, because I was using this and it was only like weekly, so it's like if something wasn't coming up, I wasn't seeing it. So it's like it really wasn't, it didn't have any purpose to me for real. And that's something that I should have been had. So, oh, another thing, try your best to get one of these. Get one of these, or get one of these. Something other than your phone, because sometimes you're not gonna be able to accomplish all your work on there. I'm not gonna lie, like your college applications, it's like you're like scrolling and it's like you gotta look at this small text. No, get an iPad or get a laptop, or like get a library card. Get a library card. Like I have one, and I haven't been to the library in a long time, but like it still works. Yeah, it still works. When I went to the library like 2 years ago, and then I haven't used it since like 2 years before that, I don't know, but it still works. So get a library card and go use their library. Like I feel like the library has such a like stigma, like, oh my god, the library is like so, you know, go to the library. Yeah, just go. That is pretty much it for the video. If I have any additional tips, I will let you guys know. And